Hey y'all, Grand Rising, peace and love. My name is Tiara Shardé, and it is time for the Divine Message for the Collective. I hope all is well. Come on in the room. This is going to be a good one today. You can schedule a private session with me at tiarashardé.com. Make sure you're subscribing to my YouTube channel, Tiara Neo Shardé, so that you know when I'm dropping a new video. Click the bell so you can be notified when I do drop the video, okay, you guys? Follow me on Instagram, Tiara Neo Shardé. Hey, peace and love, those who just joined in, how you doing? Tiara Neo Shardé on Instagram. Many of you guys already know me. You schedule readings, rituals with me, one-on-one counseling sessions. I cover many different topics: spirituality, weight loss. Many of you know I lost over 120 pounds within a year. I lived in Costa Rica for 2 years, so I've been helping people detox and cleanse and lose weight as well. Hey, peace and love, Goddess Kathy. How you doing? How you doing? Come on in the room. Okay, so let's hop into this message, you guys. I titled this video for this week, Expectations and Desires. Hey, peace and love, y'all. How y'all doing? Expectations and desires. This video, Great Rising. This video is so important because I say this a lot. I make sure my energy is removed from these messages before I meditate over them and I give them. However, a bit of my story does come up in the subject. So over the past week, I've been understanding, especially the weekend, I've been understanding the importance of saying what you expect and what you desire from people. I feel like many times we have like these secret expectations that we place on other people who come into our life, or peace and love, or who come into our life, or we kind of have this idea on how they should show up and how they should conduct themselves, should conduct themselves when in relationship with us. However, these expectations don't often leave our mind. Hey, peace and love, Goddess, how you doing? They don't often leave our mind. They just stay up here in our mental, and we never actually say what we want. I feel like going into this week, we're starting to gain courage in saying what we want and what we desire out of people. So last week and over the weekend, we spoke about brand new beginnings. Welcome back. Soul tribes linking up. Hey, peace and love, Benjamin. How you doing? Soul tribes linking up. Reconnecting with people, reconciling with loved ones, with family. We also talked about transitions of many different kinds, whether that's travel and changes or whether it's death in the families. We spoke about that. That energy is still present. This new beginning is still here. What is required from many of us, though, is to actively say what we want. Are you clear on what you want from your partnerships or from the situations that you're coming into or you're running into? There is going to be happiness, a reignition of happiness, a spark where you're going to be like, wow, like I get it. This is what I want. And you're going to be willing to say it. It takes a lot of courage to tell other people what you want. Not just from them, but what you individually want for yourself. It takes a lot to get there. I feel like many of you are going to find the strength within to communicate what you need, and you're going to be well received. There may be an instance where people are going to misunderstand you. We spoke about this last week. People are only engaging with you in a way that they know how, according to how they grew up, what they were taught, what their parents were taught, what society has structured for them, what has felt comfortable for them. A lot of people haven't gained courage and kind of broke the mold of what has been given to them. So you have to just understand that and meet people where they're at. Okay, understand them. Don't take anything personal. That came up a lot this week. Try not to take anything personal. Somebody is engaging with you in this way because that's how they've been taught. That's how they've been conditioned to behave. And that's not excusing anyone's behavior. Everyone should take responsibility for how they show up in the world. However, with this understanding, you're more able to receive and accept this person. Okay. Speaking of acceptance, many of you are going to move into self-acceptance. I feel like that's at the heart of a lot of our interactions. Have we fully welcomed all aspects of ourselves with ourselves. Like, are you cool with it? Like, are you cool with the person that you become when you're angry or when you don't get your way? Are you cool with the person who shows up when you're in love and you're actually kind of scared and vulnerable right now? Like, are you cool with that person? It's important for us to walk with integrity. So I feel like this week we're going to take a very good look at ourselves and be like, you know what? Like, I actually want this. Like, this whole time I thought I wanted something else, but really I want this. And you're going to have the courage to say that. Hey, Grand Rising. You're going to have the courage to say exactly what you want. I feel like in the past, you not being as strong within yourself has caused a lot of hiccups, especially in relationships. Whether that's family, romantic, friendships, business. I feel like you're moving into situations where you're allowing people to let you down only because you're not standing in your own power and in your own truth. You know what I'm saying? So in the beginning, you should have said, hey, I'm Tiara. I experience fun by taking walks in the park and having picnics on the grass. Okay? But you didn't communicate with that to somebody. Okay? You just told somebody, hey, I like to have fun. So they presented to you Metal Rock concert tickets. They gave you tickets to a Metal Rock concert. And they're like, what? Like, I want us to have fun. Like, yeah, this is fun. And you get angry at them. But really, consider the fact that you should have told this person, hey, I view fun as taking walks in the park. I view fun as a picnic on the grass. You didn't say that. You weren't clear. So you're allowing an opportunity for somebody else to let you down because you're not standing in your power. Because you haven't quite found the courage to say what you want. Okay? And I'm so passionate with this because I'm seeing ways that I've done that. Like, I'm seeing ways that I had expectations on people, but they were totally secret. And they were in my mind. And they had no idea that I had these expectations and these goals for them. So I'm allowing an opportunity for that person to let me down. And it's really not fair because I didn't speak my piece. Because at that time, I didn't understand, actually walking in my truth would be me saying, I actually want this from our partnership. So I want us over this week to, reflect and also be self-aware of situations where that comes up. Where we're, placing secret expectations on people and then they let us down, or then there's conflict, there's an argument, there's a discourse, there's a misunderstanding. I really want us to see ourselves and see how we possibly could have created that situation because we didn't have enough courage within ourselves to say what we need. Okay? And I'm talking so passionately because I'm like, man, I see this come up so much. Not just in me, because I'm very self-aware. I'm able to see how I interact almost instantaneously. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I actually want to do better with that. But with other people as well. I'm watching other people engage and I'm like, oh, well, he didn't actually say what he wanted from this situation, but now he's upset. And he has a right to be upset, but really just turning the mirror around. Be upset with yourself and be kind. But be upset with yourself because you lacked the courage to say what you needed, okay? What you expected, how you go about things. So yeah, I feel like there's going to be a change of plans because of just outside forces. Outside forces as well as somebody kind of just taking a pause and reevaluating things. Now I do see a little bit of self-disappointment here because you didn't want a situation to go the way that it did, but you could understand or see how you were responsible. You're taking responsibility for how you showed up in a situation. Okay, let me be a little clear, a little more clear. And also you're a little disappointed in the people around you. I feel like neither one of you is wrong. Neither one of you is wrong. You're just operating on the way that you know how, that you've been taught or that feels comfortable for you. But I feel like if you're not triggered, if nobody's challenging you, there's no room for growth. There's no room for you to see yourself like, hey, actually, like, that's kind of ugly. You're right. Like, oh, wow. Like, I didn't even consider the fact that you felt that way. Like, I was just caught up in this, and this. Like, I feel like you guys are going to have a conversation. You're going to be able to communicate with the person. It may show up as an argument for some people. It may. Try not to be afraid of things escalating into an argument, because I feel like on the other side is so much strength in self. Like, strength in who you are, and you're going to be proud that you stood up for yourself in a way that was respectful to you and the other person. Okay? Again, many of you have been hiding from your power and from your gifts. That's been coming up quite a bit these past few weeks, past few months, but the energy's returning. And I feel like it's in alignment with not stepping into your power or speaking your truth, not fully stating what you desire. I feel like that's related. And there is a bit of confusion here, you guys. I feel like you're going to have a time to just breathe and reset. Reset. It's okay to take a mental break, a break. It's okay to step away from a project or a person just to get your mind right and understand how to re-engage in a situation or in a relationship union with somebody. Whether this is love, friendship, or family or business. Okay? Situations are coming up where you're feeling like you can't trust somebody or people or something that was gifted to you. You're feeling like you can't fully trust it. You're unsure. Just try to surrender. Just try to surrender. Again, state your expectations. Have a conversation about it so that there's no room for confusion. If this is a new relationship, you're going to want to say, hey, again, like, my version of fun is a walk in the park. You're going to want to really be clear. Because, again, their version of fun may be completely different. And then you realize, like, hey, maybe we can meet in the middle, or maybe this isn't going to work. And in any event, it's only going to set yourself up to get what you truly desire and what really resonates with you. So it's a win-win-win here, okay, you guys? Let's get into the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. Can you guys even see me? It's hard for me to see the screen. So we're going to get into this deck today, you all. Can you guys see that? Okay, I think you guys saw that. Let me know if you can't see the card. All right, so I'm just shuffling the deck. So yeah, that's really the message for this week. Expectations and desires, really feeling confident within yourself to state that. And also welcoming all aspects of yourself. The light, the dark, the good, the bad, quote unquote good, bad. All parts of yourself. Be one with them. Even if there's things about yourself that you want to change, it's important to be one with all of that. All of it. All of it. Consider what's valuable to you. You know, if there's a situation where no matter what you do, it feels like you can't win, or not necessarily win, but you can't come to some. Okay, am I back? I had a phone call from my beautiful sis, so I'm back. So let's cut the deck, you all. Cut our beautiful deck. It's purple. This sunshine is, ooh, wow. Oh, this flew out like nobody's business. It was ready. Stepping into your power. You are strong beyond measure. Oh my gosh, we just talked about strength, courage, standing in your truth. Man, oh. All right. Take back your power. Stand in your own light. I love this. Take back your power. Stand in your own light. Even if your burden seems heavy, it makes you stronger. If you've been standing on the sidelines or acquiescing to the needs of others, this card is letting you know it's time to stand up for yourself. Oh my, this is making me sweat. Look at this. Whew. The challenges you faced are making you stronger. You no longer need to live your life for others. Yet if you choose, your light can illuminate the path for those who walk beside you. So the sacred traveler wants you to know the greatest power is silent and deep. It doesn't need a show of force. It just is. If you've lost or given away your authority to someone or something else, it's time to reclaim it. If you're afraid of standing in your truth because you are afraid of being judged, shunned, or rejected, it's time to let go of your hesitation. Oh my gosh, you guys, what were we just talking about? Like, seriously? If you've been carrying responsibilities for others, you're stronger for it. However, it's time to decide to either let them go or continue forward with them, but on your own terms. You have a remarkable inner spiritual power that is born of sacred love, wisdom, and grace. Holy smokes. Can you all see that? I can't see if you guys could see it, but look at that. What were we just talking about? You are strong beyond measure. This is amazing. And look, like, he has people behind him. Like, many of you are leaders. And you've, like we've said, you've been afraid of your gifts. You've been afraid of your power, of standing in your truth. It's time to let it go. Let go of that fear. Let it go. We've been binding ourselves. I feel like much of the message of this video is to really see how you've been binding yourself, keeping yourself from what you truly want. Nobody else has been stopping you. Consider that. Like, nobody has been stopping you. Try not to take people's treatment of you personal. They're operating on their own pain. They're operating from their own trauma, what they've been told, the fear that was placed inside of them. They're projecting it onto you. Don't take that personal. View them for who they are and then view yourself for who you truly are. See how maybe you didn't actually say what you needed from this person. That's why they disappointed you. Not because they have it out for you. They might, but initially, okay? It's all back to you. Not that they have it out for you. Not that they're purposely doing anything to you. It's really, you haven't stood in your power and said what you wanted. Period. That's it. That's it. And if you did say, hey, this is what I wanted, did you stand by it? Did you renege? Did you back up? When they pushed a little, did you give in? Consider that. So stepping into your power, you guys. This got me sweating. Whew. This message really hit home for me. So I will make sure I'm doing that this week and beyond. So I invite you guys to take that vow this week and beyond, to step into our power, to have the courage to say what we expect, to have the courage to go after what we desire. Okay? So that is the divine message for the collective. Again, my name is Tiara Shardé. Make sure you're scheduling a private session with me at tiarashardé.com. Inbox me if you need me. I truly love you all. Peace and love. Mwah. Have a great week.